How you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video I just want to share with you a recent deal that I just closed, which was worth 130k, so check it out. Okay, so last week I got the phone call from a client. The client called me up and said, "Hey Khoa, we're going to go ahead with you." So when I heard that, I was really happy because the deal was worth 130k, and the deal was actually going for about since December. So we're in April right now. It was December 2020. That's when the client contacted us, and I've been working with these people for quite a long time. And so it's been about 5 months. I stayed 5 months in the deal, and they were working with all these different types of competitors. So they were getting, they'll just price shopping us, right? So I organized the meeting. I sat down, I presented to them, and then we put together a proposal, sent it off to them. We waited for the board of directors, and they also wanted to talk to other competitors as well, but I just didn't care about that. I just kept on working with them. Then we refined the proposal, went back to him, spoke. There was a lot of work that went into it, a lot of back and forth. And but then along the way, I noticed that there was a little subtle hints that I noticed that they were going with us because there was a solution that we put together that was very unique, and they actually changed their requirement according to our proposed solution. So that was a buying signal that they're following our lead. And I knew that I was in control of the sale because of what they were doing. They were following us, they were calling us as well, and whenever I set the appointment, they show up. They were very reactive. And I just knew that that I had the upper hand in this particular deal. So anyway, the main thing is that the key takeaways of this in closing a deal, if you're going after a big high transaction deal such as that, you need to stay in the deal, because the thing is, it takes time for people to make a decision. They need to talk to someone, they need to make a decision on whatever it is that then they're thinking about, and you have to overcome those objections. They're not ready to buy it as of yet, but you've got to be really patient. And it's really important to stay in the deal, and you could be in the deal for months, maybe even years. I haven't been in the deal for years, but this took about 5 months to close, and that was it, you know. And yeah, finally, when it was done, it was done. So, but I had to be really patient. I was not pushing them. I was not being high pressured or anything like that. I call them up, right? Every few days I call them up, just following up, see how you're going and stuff. And along the way, reading the emails, there were just these little subtle hints that they were interested to hear from my side. So, and I went with it. I called them up, spoke to them, provide them confidence, reassurance, and then yeah, stay professional, and they were very happy with it. And so yeah, that was what happened. I stayed in the deal, but in order to maintain that confidence, in order to maintain that, not be pushy and sound desperate on the phone, you need to have a lot of deals that you're working on, because this wasn't the only deal I was working. I must have been working on about 20 deals or something since then, and there was a lot of other clients I was working on, and that was just one of the many deals that I was working on, and obviously I was busy with the other clients, you know. I was trying to set up meetings with the other clients, and I also closed this other one which was worth about 100k. So I was working with those guys alongside this other one that I just recently closed, and yeah, so you got to keep a big pipeline. You got to keep leads flowing in, because it gives you confidence that, okay, money's coming in, you got opportunities coming in, so you got to keep going, got to keep talking to them. And it provides that confidence, because if you don't have any leads coming in, if you don't have any prospects, no opportunities, you're just gonna sound desperate. When someone calls you, "Hello, how you going?" like that, "Oh, okay, do you want to meet up now?" It's just people just get tuned off. It's like dating, right? If you're a guy trying to approach a chick, and excuse the bluntness, but if you're approaching a chick and you really sound really desperate trying to take her home, she's not going to be interested. It's just going to repel her, right? So you got to have that. You got to have that inner confidence. You got to have your side sorted out. You got to have your leads coming in. You got to be busy. You got to be busy chasing after these other leads, but you also got to maintain contact with your existing one. If you have that going, then you don't need to worry too much about whether you lose a deal, because I wasn't too worried. I mean, I wanted to close the deal, but I wasn't worried that if I were to lose the deal, because I knew I had other things going on in the pipeline. So that gives you tremendous power when you're talking to them, because it doesn't matter if you lose this deal, you've got other things going on, and that's cool. That is very, very good. That's a position that you want to be in. You want to keep a full pipeline. Keeps you confident in the game of sales, and that's what you got to do. Keep a full pipeline, so therefore you're always talking to someone on the phone. You're chasing after something. Always keep chasing. Always stay in the deal. Chase after other deals, and be organized as well, because you're going to be dealing with like 10s, 20s, a lot of different types of people, many different leads, and you got to be disciplined. You got to have your prospecting time. So between 10 and 12. Call people on the phone, even people just to follow up. Hey, how you doing? Just giving you an update on blah blah blah, and that's it. Just always be on the phone. Call someone, nurture those leads, nurture those people, and that's it. And that another tip is that you got to nurture them. You always got to nurture them. Even if it's don't send emails. I always pick up the phone, just talk to them and say, hey, how you going? Just giving you an update. I already spoke to my boss, and my boss is happy, or whatever it is. And they appreciate, oh, thanks a lot for that, quiet, and then they hang up the phone, that's it. And they feel appreciated, right? So that's the thing. That's what you gotta do. You gotta stay in the deal, keep nurturing those leads, keep a full pipeline, and obviously be observant. Observe how they're responding, observe how they're reacting. Keep collecting information, keep fact finding, keep building rapport with them. Do it for a long period of time. You're building trust. It takes a while to build up trust, but the trust just goes higher and higher and higher the more that you commit to them, the more that you do for them. So if you commit to a meeting, your trust goes up by 1 point. You do another meeting and you show up, you do the meeting and you say what you do, you say what you mean and you say what you do, another point goes up, more trust goes up. And I was doing that for many months, and there were many meetings. I said I'm going to talk to my boss, I'm going to prepare this proposal, and I stayed committed to all my commitments, and I proved it, right? So, and the trust just went right off the roof, and at the end, boom, you get a 130K deal. So it's a lot of work, obviously. This is the game of sales. You got to really want this. You got to love it. You got to be driven. You got to be enthusiastic. You got to be high energy, and you really have to really sort yourself out. Be organized. Make sure that you have a healthy pipeline. And also, every morning, what I do is I go to the gym. Go to the gym, work out, listen to high energy music. Stay pumped up, right? Stay healthy. Eat your salads. Get plenty of sleep. You got to do all these things, guys. You got to do all these things. And that's the thing. But those other guys who, I find that the other people that you're working with, you might work with a really big guy, a really fat guy, and not saying anything, but if you're really, really overweight, and if you're eating a lot of junk food, or you're drinking every night, drinking a glass of wine, not getting any sleep, how's that going to affect your emotional energy levels? It's not really good. Are you going to be bothered doing all these things? No. Are you going to be bothered to pick up the phone, call them? No. Because that's the thing, your energy level is out of whack, you're tired, you can't be bothered, you're depressed, and therefore you're just not interested. So therefore you got to take care of your health, you got to stay in high energy. And this is a secret that I've discovered, is that you got to have you got to make sure you get 7 to 8 hours sleep, uninterrupted sleep. Stay away from Coke Zero, stay away from the soft drinks. I don't drink that stuff anymore. I just drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and during the day I just have my black teas. I just have my tea, green teas, whatever it is, and I make sure I keep that. So that way I have a bit of caffeine, but it's not as strong as the caffeine hit as you get from coffee or Red Bull. So that's what you got to do. Keep your energy levels up, nurture your leads, stay in the deal, guys. Stay in the deal, and keep a healthy pipeline. And if you do this, you'll be the one closing these big deals, making 6 figures a month, and that's how you go. That's how you do it. So yeah, hope you learned something from this. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I've got lots more fantastic sales content. I've got a lot more sales content along the way. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.